Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amir's podcast. I'm your host, Amir. Today's guest is someone who is extremely special to me, a good friend of mine, and he represents the real meaning of entrepreneurship and being a true businessman. No fake success stories, not an influencer, not a hype. Real work all the way, with all the struggles and the real results that most successful business people go through. My guest today is Kambiz Behjati. He's a good friend, and we call him Cam. Most people call him Cam. He was born in Iran, Tehran, Iran, just like where I grew up. And so around the time of 1979 revolution, witnessed firsthand what it means when a country loses its freedom. So we're going to get into that later on, obviously. But like millions of Iranians, Cam left everything behind and started from zero. And coming to a country with a culture shock, new language, and it's a lot of work. People don't understand. A lot of factory work, CNC machines, long hours, and no shortcuts. So this is something to absolutely be proud of because people like him give the true definition and meaning to success. And success, I always say, could not be spelled without you. Now we want to sit down and talk about his background, how he started. Their business they have is very successful. They've been around for 15 years. They have a website that gets over 7,000 hits per day, which is huge. They ship their, they have you guys own a door factory, is that right?
Yes.
You have a manufacturer with doors, and I know your father was the founder of the company for many years. And I know family business, and your brothers and all you work together. So, Kambiz John, I've known you and your family for quite some time. I've known, obviously, Mojtaba for, 40 years? Is that right? And your sisters...
49 years, I think.
Well, I've been here for 41 years. So, since the 1985. I came here in 1979. Before the revolution, 1978. I came here first in 1978, and the revolution happened, and then I was forced to go back home, and I came back again after I served the military. So I came back in 1985. So, but I've known your family for a long time. We've been friends for many, many years. I remember they used to be in the restaurant business, and with Fereydun and a few other friends. Anyway, but it's such a pleasure to have you, my friend. Welcome to Amir's podcast, and you have been such a great gentleman. But I want to go back to your business. You guys started something that is unbelievable. 15 years ago, you started a business. Now is a multi-million-dollar business. I know you're very down to earth and humble about it, but I know what you guys do, and I know what you produce. I've seen your work, and it's amazing. But coming from another country, just like myself, we're both from Iran. You face so many challenges in the United States. You come here, there's a new language, a culture shock, and we probably have to work 10 times harder than most Americans to prove ourselves in society and make sure that they understand we are here. We came here by choice. We came here because we wanted to have a better life and have the freedom. We both know firsthand what it means for your land to be stolen from you and your culture be bastardized by this Islamist fascist regime. So there's two sides to this story right now. One part, I want to talk about your success, your business, and your American dream of what you have accomplished here. And the other part is that why we are even here. Now, I'm not sorry that we are here. I love America, and I love being here. That's why I have this flag with me and this flag with me the whole time, because I am proud of both of them. Absolutely. However, if you go back and rewind this, go back to the 70s when Shah was in power. Remember how beautiful Iran was. Very similar Western culture and Western values that we had. Women had the right to vote, to dress however they wanted, to dance, to go out, to have a boyfriend. It was just a beautiful free country. Not a perfect, flawless system, because no system is flawless. United States government is not flawless. Yeah. However, it was a beautiful system. And then, boom, all of a sudden tsunami hits.
Yep.
And then here we are.
Overnight.
Upside
down.
Tsunami hits. Now we are here. So, not to drift away from the subject, but we're here to talk about two things. Why we're here, what happened, how we got here, and also the fact that we are here. Look at the success and the vision you had and what you guys have accomplished with you and your family. So I want you to take it over and tell me a little bit about your background yourself.
Sure.
All right.
First of all, I wanted to say hi to your audience.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, absolutely.
It's my honor to be here today.
Thank you.
So, actually, as you introduced me, the better way that I try to do, but I'm like other immigrant, started this country when I was at 36 years old. So, but knowing that what was Iran before, and what we had in the background, what ended up to us to accept these changes. So you know that immigration is kind of not easy. You have to be brave enough.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to be confident enough. So when the revolution happened, I born in '69. So when revolution happened, I was almost 9 years old.
You're my baby brother.
Yeah. Look, remember, to the eyes of kids, not just a person that know politics or economy, but I felt what likes right and what's ugly, you know. So Iran was in the darkest moment, and as a child, I just realized the colors, that everything was colorful, and over the night, everything goes to the darkness, gray, black, anger. So that's one I realized in the day one. And when I became younger, and I noticed that I have to do something to do these changes, resist fighting or whatsoever. So, and then they arrested me.
In Iran?
Yes, in Iran.
How old were you?
Yeah, I was almost 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is, wow, back in...
I just engaged. Like 21 days after my engagement, I was arrested. And they put me on the prison like a wean. And then after I released, I've been in there. I've been in there, into the hell. And when I released, I noticed that, look, these guys came with a big plan to stay long-term in our country based on the fear and confusion. And I noticed that if I wanted to keep fighting, first I have to stay alive.
Wow.
That's what I decided to leave the country as soon as I can without giving up and then fighting. That's what I'm doing right now, and you and all of the Iranian here.
I had no idea you were in Evin's prison.
Yeah, I was.
Wow. For how long they kept you over there?
And basically, that was the first movement that started Green movement with Khatami, if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think they arrested, if I remember.
This is when Obama was president, is that right?
No, before that, I think. Before that. I think Obama was in 88, 1000.
No.
Yeah. No.
Green movement was during Obama's administration, I believe.
Khatami. When Khatami came to the power, people went to the street.
Okay.
And I was one of them. And I was not basically student. I was the person that just graduated from schools and then just wanted to join to my own personal life. But we went to the street. Everybody just came to the street. It was huge. It was massive. But they start crashing people, and then I was arrested within 480 other people in that area over the night. But
how long were you in captivity?
I think about 9 or 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
1 hour is too many. Too much.
It was actually. And I went through every single things. I exactly know what when someone arrested means, you know. So I've been there, but one thing I noticed that fighting with this regime, you have to stay alive first.
Of course, yeah.
That's my understanding. When I released after a few years, I just moved to Canada when I was 36.
And then from Canada, you immigrated.
And from
to
Canada, I've been in Canada for 11 years, and then moved to U.S.
You've been married for how long now?
26.
26 years.
Yes.
Do you know that you are very well known for one thing that
For what?
everybody loves the way you love your wife.
Oh my God.
Everybody, especially me and my wife, because we admire you, the way you talk about her, the way you are very romantic, and the way I've seen your poems and things you write, and it's beautiful. I love the relationship you guys have. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's something to admire. Well, let's go back to Iran. We both know that Iranians have been struggling for a long time.
Yeah.
47 years of dictatorship, tyranny, and torture that killed our children and men and women. Moms waiting at the door, waiting for the kids to show up, and they never show up.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot. Going back to the beginning of the revolution, obviously I was only 14 years old. And as I said when we were at the rally a couple of weeks ago, I feel ashamed, even though I'm not the one who supported the revolution, but I was standing over there as a 14-year-old kid, and I was part of that, the era that I saw what happened. And I'm thinking to myself, why? I remember we used to live in the United States in 1978. 6 months after the revolution, we came back to Iran. And of course, Jimmy Carter canceled the visas, and we got stuck. I remember my father said to us, "You guys are going to be so sorry. You have no idea what you guys have done." My mom was quite religious, and my father was not. My mom, just like many Iranians, thought, "Oh, Ayatollah Khomeini is the savior, and we're going back home, blah, blah." The day we arrived, we couldn't find my dad. We didn't know what was going on. We were looking for him, and then I went outside. I saw he was sitting outside on the corner of the street, crying by himself, privately. And I wanted to give him a hug. I said, "What's going on?" He says, "You guys have no idea how badly you screwed up.
Yep.
You have no idea. We should have never come back. This country is going down to hell." And you'll see, at that time, $1 was, and we thought it was too expensive, was $1 was like 15 toman at that time. My father said, "Wait until you see it. It's going to be in thousands." Now is it $1 is equal to 170,000?
I calculated the other day, it's like 22,000 times de-evaluated.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember when I came to the United States, in New York, at the New York airport, I could change our money. I took 1,000 Iranian money and get $147 or something like that. Yeah. Look at the comparison. Anyway, so the struggle of people has been real, and most Americans and Westerners, they don't know, and it's not their fault, because there's a lot of propaganda from the left media, and they don't ever show what's going on. Even right now, you don't see the liberal media even talk about over 60,000 Iranians have been murdered and killed by the hand of these ayatollahs, and hundreds of thousands of people arrested, and so many people blinded. And nobody talks about it.
Loud silence.
Which is...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Loud silence.
It's shameful. It is absolutely shameful. You see, when I started my podcast, Cam, my podcast was not designed to be political. My podcast was designed to talk about martial arts, fitness, health, business, entrepreneurship, all this fun stuff, life stories and life lessons. But when this happened, I just could not stop it.
Bravo.
I just could not.
As the voice of Iranian.
I appreciate it. And again, I still tell people, I told my wife and everybody else, I said, I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about reality. I don't even want to get into politics. I don't care about left and right. I don't care about Republican, Democrat. No, this is the reality. We are dealing with massacre that is happening in Iran.
Yeah.
And so it's not like that I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about what is happening to my people. And I cannot sit here and not talk about it. I've been getting threatening phone calls. I've been getting threatening emails and messages in the United States.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. I posted it on Facebook and social media. I actually presented some of the names so people can see who they are. I'm always a very aware person anyway, coming from my background and what I do. So they don't scare me.
You're a fighter.
I'm a fighter by nature, And but a few people warned me, said, "Amir, you got to be careful. Watch your back." I said, "You know what? I don't want to hear that garbage. I didn't come to the United States to be afraid. If I wanted to be silent, if I wanted to be quiet, I would have stayed in Iran.
Amir, especially right now,
Yeah.
in the lack of media, in the loud silence, nobody talk about us. And we are facing a double standard. You know, where are those people that rally to a street, 2,200 university in America, talking about the talk point was Palestine-Israel conflict.
And nothing else. Everybody's
They're
shut
showing
up.
their anger that they are desperately, you know, advocate for human rights, Palestine life matter, every life matter. But where are those guys right now? Why we are facing this double standard way?
Well, let's make this clear to people.
That's why our voice
No,
matters.
I understand. So what we want to make clear to people that we are not against Palestine.
Yeah,
We're not against
of course.
Israel. We're not against any. And we are pro-humanity. Iranians are pro-humanity.
Yep.
Our history and our civilization has proven that. Cyrus the Great, our culture, we prove that we are for humanity. We have some of the kindest, most resilient, smartest,
Yep.
you know, not to sound conceited, but we Iranians, among some of the smartest, most resilient, and educated people on earth. So it's shameful that our people, young people, have to live under that regime and under that oppression and be killed on a daily basis, and then the media here is keeping it quiet. They don't
Yep.
say anything. I told my friends, because they thought, oh, how about Palestine? I said, what about Palestine? I don't see any of you guys talk about Iran. Palestinian and Israeli conflict has been going on for hundreds of years. How come nobody talks about Iran? How come nobody talks? Every person who's been threatening me, everyone who has been talking shit and talking garbage, excuse my language,
No.
is because I started defending my own country and I refuse to talk about anything else. We feel for Ukrainian people. Of course we feel for Palestinians. Of course we feel for Yemenis or any country, any society that becomes a victim of tyranny. We defend them. We are for them. But if you're not going to defend us, and you're going to talk about Iranian people, that's on you.
Then we have to be voice of them.
Exactly. So
That's what we are doing right now.
So we are going to be the voice for the Iranians, and we're going to continue fighting. I was very proud that you guys, and very honored that you guys invited me to your rally.
Of course, sir.
Obviously, of course, my schedule is so demanding. I mean, you're a businessman, you know, and run a business. But right now, we are putting everything to the side, trying to be there for our people.
Yep.
So I was happy I was able to come as part of, be part of the group. And my hand's a little bit tight because I have a child with special needs, and my Saturday Sunday is usually pretty much taking care of her and occupied. However, I have made a commitment, and I told my wife, and she says, Amir, you go and participate in every event. I'll take care of our daughter, make sure one of us has to be there, be the voice. And so from now on, you get my word. I'll be there. Yep. No matter, I was just invited to go and speak at the University of South Florida. And I would send you the information.
When?
So we'd love to have you guys. This is going to be a week after.
February 14th.
It's going to be in the middle of the week, so it's not going to be. So I'll let you guys know. We're going to have, hopefully, a lot of Iranians will show up. We have, of course, a lot of Iranian students at USF. But anyway, going back to what is happening. Now, I want to ask your opinion about what Donald Trump and the United States government is doing right now with the negotiations and this. What do you think about this negotiation? Do you think the United States is really trying to make a deal with Iran and the Iranian government?
I don't think so. I think this is just dragging time for the right moment. That's what we believe that. I think Donald Trump is one of the president. I think that one of the first president that they have a very good understanding about what's going on in Iran. Mm-hmm. After many years. This is opportunity, a door that opened to three nations, Iranian, American, and Israelis.
Exactly.
Because this is the only moment that all of these doors align on each other, and we have to use this momentum. I think the president have a very good understanding about Iran, what's going on. Marco Rubio, the entire administration.
Intelligent, very intelligent.
They know who is the entity of Islamic Republic, what is the threat, and they understand that Islamic Republic is not a regional threat. And we can discuss during this conversation. Yeah. That is what I'm here, and you are here. We can elaborate. We can open this the why Iran is not regional and local threat. So that's why the entire Mr. President, they know that what's going on in Iran. So that's why I'm very optimistic about the issue. Mm-hmm. And I know this armada that came to our region, it's not for this surgery or pinpoint attack. This is for bringing this brutal regime down forever and release our nation forever and make the region experience the peace, like stable peace, sustainable peace, not for Iran, for neighbor, and for entire globe. We can discuss that. I really wanted to
absolutely. You're 100% correct. I believe that people don't understand. Getting to a military operation is not playing a video game.
It is.
People have to understand that Donald Trump and the United States, they're also accountable to American people. They have to make the move in a way that they should be able to answer to their own people as well. No matter what, no matter how much we like or dislike Donald Trump. And the reason I say that because some people don't like him, some people love him. I support what he's doing. I do support
all the
Iranians
too.
However, we cannot forget, United States have to look out for their own interests first. And their interest is to get rid of the Ayatollahs. Because if the Ayatollahs are gone, the threats that they have globally, you said it's not a regional, threat, it's a global threat. Mm-hmm. They've been the biggest supporter of the terrorism around the world for 47 years. They have American blood on their hands. And I'm trying to educate my American friends so they don't think that, we're just getting another war getting involved. This is not George Bush's war against Iraq. This is a real situation. This is not a military action. This is a rescue mission. People need to understand. We are rescuing 90 million hostages that these people have taken, and they have no problem killing every one of them. These people will kill as many people as it takes to survive and to stay in power. Yep. They already proven it.
Yep.
A lot of people are very upset with Donald Trump. They say, well, you have the Iranian blood on your hand. Well, Donald Trump says, we watch your back. We're going to support you guys. You guys go ahead. And he's right. In a way, it's our responsibility, it's Iranian people's responsibility to fight for their own country.
And they did already their own share so far, and they keep doing that too.
And they're going to do it, and they have to do it. But we cannot get upset with America. We cannot get upset with Donald Trump right now and say, unless 1% chance that this is all bullshit and garbage, and then they're not going to attack, and they're not going to get rid of the Ayatollahs, and they make a deal, then you know what, that I lose my faith in humanity completely, and I lose my faith in Donald Trump and the whole operation. I am hoping, I'm very optimistic, just like you said, that Donald Trump would keep his word, and his administration and the United States government, and would go there and clean get rid of the Ayatollahs for good. Not just to go over there and hit a few sites. You have to completely go, and you have to cut the head of the snake. And if you want to get rid of these people, if you want to destroy them, and free the nation, Iran would be the stabilizer for Middle East. If Iran is in the, the geography of Iran. You know where Iran is centered in an area that if Iran gets back to what it used to be, will be the biggest stabilizer for the Middle East, and that's what the United States wants. We want to make sure there's no threat against Israel anymore. And my biggest fight with some of the people is this. Well, they hate Israel so much, they're blind, they cannot see. I said, wait a minute. If my neighbor, right now, next door neighbor, comes out every day and knock on my door, says, I want to kill you, start threatening me, I want to shoot you, I want to kill your family, and I don't do anything about it, eventually he is going to kill my family.
And eventually they already did many times before.
Exactly. So you cannot be upset with Israel. You cannot be upset with the United States when we keep saying death to America, death to Israel. This guy is going to have to protect themselves. They have to, Now, don't take me wrong. We are where we are as a result of some bad foreign policies of Jimmy Carter. which is another United States president. So I think Donald Trump understands it. As you said, he understands very well where we are and why we are here, and that's why he wants to do the right thing, which is going to be in the interest of American people as well as the Iranian people. What do you think about that?
That's correct, 100%. So what I wanted to add to this conversation is momentum matters too. We need to remember.
Absolutely.
So everybody knows that the President Trump, it's serious. Look at the army, look at the ship, look at the fighter jet, look at the massive army means in the region. Everybody knows that this is not a game, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
But from the other point, the president obviously said, we are locked and loaded. People, go to the street, keep the institution, keep rallying, the help is on the way. Mm-hmm. This is the very clear message that nobody can say, no, that means something else. People trust in the right way, and I'm very optimistic about it. Mm-hmm. All of Iranians the same. So they came to the street, they did their own share, and they will doing that too. They're waiting for another moment to come stronger, I promise you. But remember that probably another week, another 10 days, we can bring more army to the region. But if we don't have people in the street in that moment, we can hit, but we cannot take over. So when they hit the institution, somebody need to take over. So we don't need American boots on the
No, nobody wants that.
We already have that army, Iranian bravery people. They are already ready in fighting, for resisting. So if this could be aligned together at the right moment, hit and people come to the street and take over, we can simply bring this regime down.
Well, apparently, Iranian people made it very clear by chanting the Reza Pahlavi, the Crown Prince of Iran, as the leader of new opposition. Is that right? So I'm hoping that I am very hopeful because I think Reza Pahlavi is very educated. He's been educated in the West. He understands the real democracy. He understands that, and he always says, and I'm not trying to, be a king again. I want to be there to support and lead this revolution and have people to choose what they want.
Transition leader.
Yeah. So I am very hopeful. I know a lot of people are against him, but more people are for him than against him. So I'm 100% supporting him. And I know that most Iranians are supporting him.
I think we have to change this word most. I think 90%. Look at the street. What chant you hear? Javid Shah.
Exactly.
What they want to Pahlavi come back to home, right? So this is obvious.
The majority
of people want. So we are the voice of them. So of course there is no 100% support. Always there is a percentage of people that don't agree, and that's fine. That is the beauty of democracy. But as of right now, people after 47 years, that regime systematically create confusion with bringing the franchise fake opposition leader and dragging their lifetime 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, 3 years under name of Khatami, under name of
it was all
Musavi,
set up. It was all
under
set up.
name of exactly. And right now we are in the last step, and they still keep bringing the fake leader, fake leader. So after 47 years, Iranian people understand the game. They're not confused anymore. They understand that there is only one nation, Iran, one flag, lion and sun, and one leadership, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi.
Absolutely.
That's why we believe that this is the golden moment for Iranian and for the world, because whoever wanted to mobilize that huge army in Iran with the army outside for relieving this nation, they're aligned. They both have the same understanding right now. That's why
That's why we keep
saying that right now.
We got to keep the momentum. You said the magic word. The momentum is very important.
Exactly. Momentum matters.
And that's in everything. Is that right? In business, in fighting world, in competition, momentum. Once you have the momentum in the game of football, but now this momentum needs to continue, and people need to stay on top of it. So
yeah.
I'm giving you my award. I'm going to use my platform, what I have created with my community. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on talking. And whoever has a problem, they could bring it on. And we're here to stand in front of them. And I just hope that we see a free Iran very soon. And we all could celebrate together so we don't have to go to rallies no more. And we just have a biggest celebration. And we could dance all night.
Yep.
And people are not going to be fooled anymore. So I can tell you one thing. I think this new revolution, and I call it a new revolution, why? Because we have had many uprisings before. That's different. You start with chanting names or talking against the government, then it turns into a bigger group and it becomes an uprising. And then start protesting. This is not a protest anymore.
It is not.
This is
a
revolution.
It's
a revolution that we gotta keep it going. People are hurt. Too many people are damaged, and we're not going to. We're definitely not going to stop. That's for sure. That's my belief. I talk to a lot of friends in Iran, and I still have. I mean, my immediate family is here, just like you. Yeah. But we still have, our cousins and friends and childhood friends in Iran. And they are worried, but they are very hopeful, just like you said, very hopeful. Well, my friend, I could talk to you forever about this subject. I want to thank you again for coming to my podcast. It was a great honor to have you. And also, I enjoy watching your success.
Thank you, sir.
I love your family. Your family is very dear to me.
Thank you, sir.
And you guys are great. We should get together. Let me know what our next rally is, so we'll be there to support it. And anything I can do, I want to thank our friend Habib and everybody else who helped to organize it. I know you guys work very closely with each other. He speaks very highly of you always. And he told me, Amir, anything you need to do, you got to talk to Kambiz, talk to Cam. I said, okay. I said, I'm not going to do anything on my own. Just call me, tell me what you want, I'll be there. I'm not one of those guys trying to take over anything. Now, my job is to come over there and talk. And
your job is
support.
To be voice of us, voice of Iranian people.
So I'll do that as much as I can. But again, I want to thank you. I wish you the most successful business. I wish you health. I wish you. I wish all of us to be free again. And somebody asked me the other day. It was a very good question. One of my American friends asked me, Amir, so what happens now if Iran is free and everything is back to normal? Are you going to leave the United States and go back to live in Iran? I said, no. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been in America most of my adult life. Okay, 41 years. I am 62. I am not going back to Iran, but I will go back to Iran to visit freely without fear. I will go for vacation. I want to be able to go with my daughter and my wife, spend time. I haven't been able to go back to Iran for 31 years because they will kill me if I go back. I mean, because of what my job was here and what I did here. So I have not been able to go back. So yes, I'm looking forward to being able to go back and celebrate the freedom of my people. But I love America, and I love what I have created and established here. And I have to tell my American friends now, I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you guys. But we become one. We become one. United States and Iran, they were good friends for many, many years, and we become good friends again. And I know many of my Iranian friends are not going to go back to live there, but just the fact that we have that freedom that we could go back and speak up, you don't have to worry about getting arrested anymore. Having the international respect again, having that credibility back. It was a time that if you show your passport anywhere in the world, you didn't need a visa for Iranians. Now you cannot even go to freaking Afghanistan. And I remember when the king of Saudi Arabia would come and try to kiss the Shah's hand. I don't forget those days, the level of respect that they had for us. And, the Ayatollahs have destroyed everything. This regime has taken Iran back to 6th century, 7th century. Islam, I don't know what religion you have. I don't mean no disrespect. I absolutely have disowned disowned this religion because it's not a religion to me. To me, it's an ideology that is based and founded on destruction, bloodshed, and killing, which is a different subject. Religion is a private matter. It is a private matter, and I don't want to get into it and create a chaos. But Iranians don't want Islam anymore. Iranians want to be Iranians and remain Persians. That's what we want. We don't care about religion. You could believe in whatever you want to believe in as long as you're practicing the privacy of your life, just like the way we have it in the United States. You could be, that's what I love about the American Constitution. Believe in whatever you believe in. Say whatever you want to say as long as you're not imposing. But one thing, I'm telling you, I'm warning the Americans, I'm warning my American friends, one thing you got to be worried about, and one thing you got to watch out for, the Sharia law and the fanatic Islamist fascist that are trying to, right now, destroy your own country.
And confuse us. Confuse. Confusion.
Exactly.
That is the problem.
Right now, you cannot go to Michigan. Michigan has become like an Islamic state.
Yeah.
You know, look at England, look at France, look at Australia, look at Canada. It's ridiculous. Americans refuse. Right now, look at Mandani, look at New York. Are you kidding me? You're gonna have a Friday prayers in the middle of the street and have the police, taxpayers' money to protect you? Take your prayers to your home. Take it to your mosque. This ideology has no place in the United States. That's my belief. And I hope, you understand what I'm coming from.
Of course.
Anyway, thank you, my friend. You're awesome. I love you.
Thank you,
Thank
Amir.
you so much, my friend.
Thank
Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And thank you guys for listening. Please tune in. Go on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Listen to these conversations and support us. And everything that we say from the heart. It comes from our heart, and we'll just tell you the way we think. Nothing is scripted. Nothing is written down. It's all about what we think here, and that's it. Thank you very much. Until next time, have a wonderful day. God bless Iran and Iranian people, and God bless the United States of America, and love these both flags. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.